Hello Starlets, I'm Sarah from Everyday Starlet. Welcome to my channel. We're bringing a little bit of glamour to everyday life. Today I'm talking about eyelash primers. They're basically like primers that you put on underneath your mascara. If you're not familiar with how my makeup collection review videos go, basically I take a product, in this case eyelash primers, I try a different one each day for however many days I have them. I show you vlog style applying it, first impression, and then I give you an update throughout the day. I put it all together in one video side by side so you can see each product. At the end of the video I will tell you my A list and D list, or sometimes just tell you if I think that this type of product is even worth your time or not. So be sure you stay tuned to the end to see my final review. But if you want to see my eyelash primer collection and how each product worked and how it lasted throughout the day, then just keep watching. Okay, so my first mascara primer is the Dior Show Maximizer 3D. I believe I got this in probably a Sephora gift thing or something. Get a little package here. I'm going to curl my lashes. I'm gonna put the primer on one eye. Oh, this is like a, it's kind of a large brush with synthetic bristles. Okay, it goes on, like, I mean, it's obviously white, but it's going on very sheer. And then I'm gonna go in with my favorite mascara, which is the Clarins Truly Waterproof. And I'm going to primer on one eye, no primer on this eye, just so you can see the comparison, so. Okay, not a huge difference. This is a very good mascara anyway, so I'm not seeing a huge difference. I'm gonna put on a second coat on both eyes. I'm not seeing a huge difference. This is like my favorite mascara. It's a really good mascara anyway, and I feel like both sides are really long, lengthened, volumized. I don't think that this is really boosting it at all, but you know what? I'm gonna check in a little bit later in the day. We're gonna see if it's affected the mascara at all. I've worn this mascara a million times, so I kind of know how it is gonna react on my face. We'll see what happens. Okay, so mascara primer update. I kind of feel like, I mean, it didn't do much, and I kind of feel like this side isn't quite as curled. Like, this mascara usually keeps my lashes like curled, and this side felt like it drooped a little bit. This is the side that had the primer on it, and this is the side that didn't. So not only did it not really make my lashes seem longer or fuller or anything, I think it actually kind of like inhibited the mascara from its full potential. So I'm not really a fan of this primer. Okay, so today's mascara primer is the Pixie by Petra Black Lacquer Lash Primer. And according to this, I was actually sent this, and according to the package, you can apply before your favorite mascara, solo as a lash tint, or after mascara to separate and set. So I'm gonna try it as a lash primer. So I'm going to curl my lashes. Okay, so this lash I'm going to use Pixie primer. Okay, this brush is obviously synthetic bristles. It's a little bit curved at the end, but is really flexible, really bendy. So I don't know how I'm gonna like that, but we'll see. Okay, it's easy to stab yourself in the eye with this. I mean, a little bit too natural for me just on its own. Now let's try it with my Clarins. Okay, that's giving me some nice drama. I'm just gonna do the Clarins on this side. Not a huge difference, a little bit more fullness I feel like on the side that has the primer. It's a little bit clumpier. Not a huge difference, I gotta say. Might just be me, this side, maybe because it's the side I did first, but it's drooping a little bit more. I mean, I do like the effect, I just don't know if it's a huge difference. So I'm actually going to just wear this throughout the day, and then at the end of the day, we'll compare the two eyes and see if we notice anything. Okay, lash primer update. I actually think the side with primer didn't hold up as well as the side without. It's almost as if like putting the primer underneath the waterproof mascara, just like, I mean, the curl is still there, but it's not nearly as curled as the side that didn't have primer. So I don't know if using a non-waterproof primer kind of counteracts the effects that the waterproof mascara has on like keeping your lashes curled. I don't know. I mean, it gives nice fullness. I mean, it is a nice flirty look, but seeing what this mascara has for potential, I feel like the primer is not living up to it. So I like the side without primer better still. Okay, so today's lash primer is the Lancome Sealess Booster XL I don't really know how you pronounce it. I actually did test this in like a side-by-side comparison with another lash primer because those were the only two I had at the time. So I'm gonna try the primer on this eye. Even though it's white, it seems to be going on very thin. It's not like clumpy or anything, which is nice. It already kind of feels like it's weighing my lashes down though. Try the mascara. Kind of feel like I get about the same effect from this mascara. Yeah. I mean, I suppose this is just a really good mascara, but I don't think it's making a huge difference. But I'm gonna check in a little bit later and see how it lasts throughout the day and see how it holds up. Okay, lash primer update. I think this is the side that doesn't have the lash primer, and this is the side that does, and I actually think that the side that doesn't, again, looks better. I mean, not terrible, but not great. I don't know. I like the side without. Okay, so today is my last lash primer test, and this is the Tarte Opening Act Lash Primer. Okay, so I'm gonna apply it on this eye. It's a white. Seems to be going on a little bit thicker than some of the others. Looks like it should be lengthening. It does look like it's adding a bit more length, but it's hard to tell. A little bit more fullness, I think. Upon second coat, not a huge difference. Maybe a little bit more fullness. Not bad. But you know what? I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup and I'm gonna check in with you later and see how it holds up. Okay guys, so lash primer update. Not a huge difference. I do think these lashes haven't fallen as much as in some of the other lash primer tests, but overall, I mean, I still think, and this is like my bad lash side, I still like it better without the primer. I don't know what to say. It's just not, it's good. I think the side without is just better. And that was my eyelash primer collection. Now, here's my synopsis of the eyelash primers. I had a really hard time trying to pick an A-list and a D-list, to be honest. They were all pretty even keel. I think if I had to pick a best, it might be the Tarte. Honestly, they were just all very the same. I didn't notice a huge difference in them. Here's my argument. I did a review of a lip primer, which I will link, and I didn't really think it worked that well, and a wonderful viewer actually told me that the primer works better if you used a lesser quality lipstick. It'll make that last longer, whereas I used a higher quality lipstick, so it didn't really make much of a difference. I thought about that when I was testing my lash primers. I'm like, well, maybe I shouldn't use my favorite mascara to compare these. Maybe I should be using like a cheaper mascara or a worse mascara. Here's my argument. I feel like with lipstick, like sometimes like you just want the drugstore color, or you just want this, or like you want a huge variety of lipsticks in your life. So for the lip primer thing, I can see using a primer underneath to make a less expensive, less long-lasting lipstick last a little bit longer. With mascara, I can't justify buying a lash primer to buy a cheaper, less expensive mascara, because at the end of the day, you only really need one really great mascara in your life. If you can't afford a really expensive high-end mascara, you're probably not going to spend the extra money on a lash primer. So to me, if you have the money to spend on two products, spend it on one really great product. In this case, I think that's the way you gotta go. I personally just can't really recommend that you use a lash primer unless you find that it really, really makes your life better. For me, my main priority with lashes is keeping the lashes curled and keeping like a nice curl. If that's not your main priority and you want something that will like build a really, I don't know, really dramatic, long or thicker lash, maybe some of these lash primers might be good for you. But for me, I feel like they negate any of the hold that like, say, a waterproof or long holding, I guess is what you call it, mascara actually does for you. So in my case, lash primers, not gonna work. And I think if you really want a mascara that's gonna hold your curl, I don't really think any of these lash primers are really gonna help you in the long run. So lash primers might work for some people, but at the end of the day, I think like just get a really great mascara and don't use the two products. But if you have a lash primer that you really, really love, that you recommend, or one that you hate, or one that you want me to test out that I didn't try, let me know. I want to hear from you. I love your suggestions. Please leave them in the comment section below. If you found this video helpful, please give it a big thumbs up. A while back, I was suffering from anxiety and depression, and I truly believe that beauty and makeup saved my life. And I believe it can save yours too. So if you want to join my Starlet squad, be sure you hit that subscribe button. You can follow me on all my social media channels. The links will all be in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you join me next time.